Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2019 Richmond Veterans Parade. We would like to thank all of the units in today's parade for coming out and supporting not only the veterans, but also all they do in and around Richmond and Wayne County. Remember, there will be some units throwing candy. Please do not run out to grab the candy in the streets. Wait until there's nothing coming. First up, in the 2019 Veterans Parade, the Richmond Police Department. Please welcome the Richmond Police Department coming by in this year's parade, leading us off all the way down Main Street, followed up by the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department tossing candy out. Make sure you wave and thank the Wayne County Sheriff's Department for all they do in and around the community. Next up, the Whitewater Valley Marine Corps League and Marine Corps League Auxiliary. The Marine Corps celebrating their 244th birthday, November 10th. Thank you all, Marine Corps League. It looks like they've got Santa in tow as well. There they are. Hi, Santa. Next up, Sons of the American Legion at Post 65. Thank you so much, Sons of the American Legion, Post 65. Harry Ray, Post 65, thank you for all the veterans, for everything they've done for all of us. Thank you so much. Next up is Linda Parker with Post 65 Auxiliary. Thank you, Linda. Thanks for being part of the parade. Linda is followed by American Legion Post 315 with a wagon full of veterans in tow. Thank you for all that you have done, for all you do, and thanks for being a part of the Veterans Parade. Since there is a short little lag, now's your chance to clean up the candy. Remember, your announcer likes Smarties. And next up is the VFW Post 1108 van. Along comes VFW Post 1108 in this year's Veterans Parade, all the way down Main Street. Next up, it's Jay Loomis on his trike. Hey, Jay, thanks for being a part of Veterans Parade this year.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation.
Thank you all so much for being here. Make sure if you see a veteran out and about, not just today, not just on Veterans Day, but anytime, make sure you thank them for their service and all that they've done to help keep us free. And thank you so much for all that you do, not only for Richmond and Wayne County, but all of us in the United States. Remember, there'll be plenty of candy tossed out throughout the day. Make sure you definitely wait your turn to get out and get some. Do not run out in front of any of the displays along the route today. So please do not run out in front of any of the parade route floats. Coming up next, MW Designs, on to Gallery and Gifts, and the VFW. MW Designs and on to Gallery in downtown Richmond, proud to partner with our veterans to give honor and thanks for all that you've done and continue to do for our great country. God bless America. Next up is the Wayne County Veterans Memorial Park. Thank you for being a part of the 2019 Veterans Parade. If you haven't visited the Wayne County Veterans Memorial Park, please do so and check out all the beautiful displays and so much there is to see at the Wayne County Veterans Memorial Park. Daughters of the American Revolution. It's a Hummer filled with officers of the Richmond chapter, the Indiana chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. One of the most important activities of the local Daughters of the American Revolution, supporting our veterans through a variety of activities, including greeting active duty soldiers with their thanks and a card expressing that thanks, collecting new underwear for veterans in need. They put flags on the graves of some 78 Revolutionary War soldiers and patriots buried in Wayne County cemeteries for Memorial Day weekend. Next up is Chief Purcell. Chief Purcell along with the Richmond Fire Department. Make sure you wave and say thank you for all that they do, putting their lives on the line every day, the Richmond Fire Department. Up next, the POW MIA. It's Willie Dudek's truck, and Wally recently passed, so thank you so much from Wally's family for being out here and supporting the Veterans Parade. Thank you so much for being out here. Next up, it's the Grand Marshal. Al Bledsoe is here. Al Bledsoe, driven by Alan Paul, who's all bundled up. There he is. The Whitewater Valley Corvette Club is coming up. Whitewater Valley Corvette Club has 48 members, and several of the members Vietnam and Vietnam-era veterans. That club was established in 2013. You see this long line of beautiful Corvettes. And say hello to the Whitewater Valley Corvette Club. How could you pick just one beautiful Corvette? I don't think it's possible. The Whitewater Valley Corvette Club. So many members. It is a brisk day to be driving with the top down. Coming up next is the combined band of Richmond and Wayne County. Always coming out to support the parades in and around Richmond. Thank you so much for being here. The combined band is here. For the combined band. Next up, it's the Leland Legacy. Wave to the Leland Legacy. Proudly sporting their American flags as they drive along in the 2019 Richmond Veterans Parade. Looks like there's plenty more candy to be handed out. Again, remember, don't run in front of any floats or parade entries to get that candy. It will be there when they're done. Next up is Golden Living, Golden Rule. Golden Living, Golden Rule in this year's 2019 Veterans Parade. Thank you so much for being here and supporting the community. The Cardinal Greenway is next. The Cardinal Greenway and their 4-person bicycle. You know, the Greenway is the longest trail in the state of Indiana, spanning 62 miles from Marion to Richmond, 22.5 miles in Wayne County, the most of any of the 5 counties it covers. The Greenway is a great place to walk, run, bike, and just spend time outside in nature. It's open every day of the year, dusk to dawn. Next up is Amherst Artillery doing the 3rd Indiana Light Artillery. They're 2-horse cannons. The 3rd Indiana Light Artillery mustered in Connorsville, August 5th, 1861. They fought in Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Next up is Little Hoosiers. Hello, Little Hoosiers. Thanks for being a part of the parade. Larry Oler driving his Vietnam driving his custom lawnmower. Cub Scout Pack 94 of Centerville. Thank you to Fountain City Volunteer Fire Department for being here. The Fountain City Volunteer Fire Department, part of this year's Veterans Parade as well. Next up is the Webster Fire Department. If you want to make an impact on your community, the Webster Fire Department is always looking to take applications. Along comes the Webster Volunteer Fire Department, tossing out lots of candy. As if your kids weren't jacked up on sugar over Halloween. We've got plenty more candy where that came from. Next up, Centerville Fire and Rescue. Welcome Centerville Fire and Rescue to the Veterans Parade this year. Thank you very much to Centerville Fire and Rescue for being in this year's 2019 Veterans Parade. They are followed closely behind by the Model T Ford Club of America and Henry's Hoosiers. Model T Ford Club of America. If you have not been to the Model T Museum in the Depot, you owe it to yourself to go down. There is something to see for everyone in the whole family. So make sure you make your way out to check out the Model T Museum. Thank you to the Model T Ford Club of America and Henry's Hoosiers for being in this year's parade. Right behind the Model T Ford Club of America and Henry's Hoosiers is our local Parks and Recreation Department, driving their brand new truck and trailer. Because parks make life better. Thank you to the Richmond Parks and Recreation Department for all they do in and around the community. Next up is Rare Breed Fitness. Rare Breed Fitness, a new movement brought to the city. A lot have heard and participated about the Kangoo Jumps. It's an exciting way to get your cardio in. Burning up to 1,000 calories in one session of bounce. They deeply appreciate all the veterans and all they've done in and around Richmond, Wayne County, and all of Indiana. Next up, it's Rufus the Red Wolf and IU East. Join Red Wolf Nation, nationally ranked athletics programs and active campus life, internships, and a growing number of bachelor's degrees programs on campus and online. It's easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. IUE.edu has more information. Thank you so much for being here. Also, the IUE Police Department. Indiana University's Police Department is here and proud to support our veterans. Next up is the Wayne County American Red Cross. As one of the nation's premier humanitarian organizations, the Red Cross is dedicated to helping people in need throughout the U.S. and in association with other Red Cross networks throughout the world. Clara Barton and a circle of her acquaintances founded the Red Cross in D.C. May 21st of 1881. The Red Cross received its first congressional charter in 1900, and today the supporters, volunteers, and employees of the American Red Cross provide care in 5 critical areas all around the world. For more information, stop by the Richmond office or call 962-9508. The American Legion Riders, Chapter 65, are here. Thank you to the American Legion. The Indiana Patriot Guard Riders are here as well. And the Whitewater Valley Motorcycle Club. Thank you to the Whitewater Valley Motorcycle Club. They're a 501c3 non-for-profit motorcycle club hosting events to help those in need due to a medical crisis or death. Since 2005, they've raised over $350,000 to help those in Wayne County and adjoining communities. So thank you so much to the American Legion Riders, Chapter 65, Indiana Patriot Guard Riders, and the Whitewater Valley Motorcycle Club. Remember, there'll be plenty of candy throughout the area. Please don't run in front of any of the parade floats or entries to pick up any candy. Thank you so much. Next up, VVA 777 Ron Hill in a 1946 Willys Jeep. And right behind Ron is VVA 777 Joe Goebel in a 1951 Dodge Power Wagon. Rob Glaub in a 1952 M38 military Jeep here in the 2019 Richmond Veterans Parade. Thanks so much for being here and for all you do. Next up, George Haskett in a 47 Willys Jeep and my dream car, a 66 Ford Mustang. Dale Lynch is close behind George with a 68 Dodge M615 ambulance. Jerry Otherson in mean green. It's a 1967 M35A2 2.5-ton cargo truck, commonly referred to as a deuce and a half. Big green is a 1991 M923A2 5-ton cargo truck. both owned by Jerry Otherson, Eaton, Ohio. Dave Bain is up next in just a military truck, M1708 from the Dave Bain collection. Rod Weiss follows closely behind in a 1983 M923 6x6 transport truck. Thank you for being in the parade this year, Rod. The Indiana Army National Guard with their MATV and a recovery vehicle in this year's 2019 Veterans Parade. Thank you to Lance Hadler for being in this year's parade as well. Thank you to Lance. And Ray Rigode, thank you, with your 1940 half-ton Dodge WC1. Next up, Barry and Brenda Beyer. Thank you for all your veterans past and present. God bless America and our military. Thank you, Barry and Brenda. The 4th Floor Blues Club and New Boswell Brewery are here in the Bluesmobile. 4th Floor Blues Club and New Boswell Brewery hosting the best private, semi-private events in town. Where's your next party? Please welcome Mike Baker in his 1951 Willys pickup. Next up is Mark Stover. Thank you for being in this year's parade, Mark. And James C. Pardo in his 1951 Buick. All right, everyone let out a collective, aw, it's the Whitewater Valley Dog Training Club. They're here. Whitewater Valley Dog Training Club with John Herrick, president, Kate Clevenger, certified professional dog trainer. Their mission is to make happy, healthy dogs through positive training. Their vision is to teach and promote positive training techniques and further the advancement of all dogs through education within the Whitewater Valley. Please welcome the Whitewater Valley Dog Training Club. And rolling right behind the Whitewater Valley Dog Training Club, they're the Dire Skates. Richmond's Derby Little Secret, striving to empower women of all types, shapes, and sizes. Their goal to make women's roller derby a positive and lasting addition to the Richmond community. They donate a portion of proceeds from all home bouts to local organizations, making a difference in our community. The next home bout, by the way, coming up tonight at the Skate. Doors open at 5:30, and all the derby action begins at 6. Next up, Kuksul Wan. Kuksul Wan of Richmond, family-based martial arts school located at 830 East Main Street. Kuksul Wan strives to be respectful, loyal citizens, and they pride themselves on teaching self-defense and building self-confidence while training. And come on in, get more information. Kuksul Wan Karate. Let's give a round of applause for Kuksul Wan. Next up, Brewer Broadcasting, the best country and the most fun. Kicks 96, classic hits 101.7 The Point, and 95.3 The Legend. The Brewer Broadcasting family of local radio stations wants to acknowledge veterans like you who've made this country great. They're thankful to be Americans and proud to call you family. Next up, Mason Lodge 24. Thank you for being in this year's Veterans Parade 2019. The Wayne County Democrats are here. Wayne County Democrats have a long history of working to build a brighter future for our community. In this fall's municipal election, Democrats offer a slate of candidates focused on job creation, diversity, housing, and strong city services. Join us in the fight against the opioid crisis and the effort to make government representation equal for all people. Thank you, the Wayne County Democrats, for being in this year's parade. Next up, the Wayne County Republicans in this year's 2019 Veterans Parade. We support our veterans. Thank you for being here. Love of Richmond Grimm Automotive. They want to support our veterans and show their support in our great city. Being involved in our City Veterans Parade, Grimm Automotive and the Love of Richmond supports all veterans of Richmond and Wayne County. Next up is the Richmond Jazz. The Richmond Jazz hosting baseball and softball teams in Wayne County. Richmond Jazz Summer Collegiate Baseball, based out of McBride Stadium, and plays a 24-game summer schedule. The Richmond Jazz celebrating 5 years, summer 2020. Richmond Power and Light is up next. Richmond Power and Light employees would like to thank all military personnel for your bravery, hard work, and dedication to our country. Happy Veterans Day from Richmond Power and Light. Thank you to the Vet Center for being a part of this year's 2019 Veterans Parade. To reach the Vet Center, call them toll-free, 877-WAR-VETS. 877-WAR-VETS to reach the Vet Center. Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude this year's 2019 Veterans Parade. Thank you so much. Give a big round of applause for everyone for coming out and being a part of this year's 2019 Richmond Veterans Parade.